All right. Uh, Got to start somewhere, right? I have never uh, done anything like this before, so this is my attempt at just trying to find some game somewhere that has a what I would call a good narrative. I have always heard good reviews of AI Somnium Files, and I just figure might as well try it, see what it's all about. And there was a deal for the sequel. I had this game a few years ago. I got it. I think it was on sale then too, and it was about I think of $15 or $20. I was like, I'll get it. The sequel had just come out, so it was something like $60, and I was like, I'll wait. I will wait to pay that. I'm not paying that, especially for a game, the first game that I had not beaten. So what wound up happening was I actually have had horrible choice paralysis about what to start with this stream, just one way or the other. And I actually realized this is a fun visual novel thing. One thing I had considered at one point in time was the Fate Stay Night visual novels, but that has no real visuals and it's all text, and I would have to read it, and there's no voice, and bleh, that sounded like a hot mess. This actually does have voice acting. There's things that move around you can interact with. So I was like, this actually seems like a good thing to kind of start with. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the options here. We're going to see what everything is kind of set as. So right now we've got the background volume, which I think is fine. We've got the sound effects volume. So we've got the voice. The stream that you should be hearing, you should be able to hear it, but because there's text, I don't want to. The audio mixing is new for me with this kind of thing. So I've did a few recording tests of just the first few seconds of like minutes of the game. It sounds like everyone should be able to hear everything just fine. There's also text, you can read it. So we are going to go. I do not like inverse cameras. Don't like them. Have never liked them. So what we're going to do is we've got the camera set to normal. We've got the horizontal camera set to normal. Scrolling on or off? Scrolling, I read this as you can scroll through it. We do want to be able to fast forward. I'm fine with it not being set for skip. Skip unseen content. I don't think that's really a thing we have to worry about. I will say I'm going to make the brightness a little bit. We're going to set to 7. The voice being in English is fine. So with that in mind, let's actually. So again, just as a disclaimer, I think I played 15 minutes of this a long time ago. I only remember very, very vague things about the game. I remember that you do like a virtual simulation of a murder, and that the is some kind of anime waifu character that is sort of like your in-brain computer. I don't know. I genuinely don't remember a whole lot about this. So with that out of the way, let's actually just start a new game. So other saved data and collected files will not be transferred. Do you want to start a new game? The answer to that is yes. So what I'm going to do here real quick while we set up with the language, I'm just going to go check something over here on another screen real quick. All right, that seems to be going fine. We'll just switch back here to OBS. We're gonna keep this going. Okay, so if I need to, just to show anyone, hold on 1 second. Let's get off that screen. There we go. I don't want to have to hear myself. That's gonna bother me a whole lot. So let's close that out. So if I ever need to, I can switch to. It's not quite set up the way I want it. In a future stream, I will be able to switch to a different mode. So right here, it kind of looks like this. That's because the monitor setup that I have going on wasn't working the way I wanted. So in this screen, the scene that I have set up, it zoomed in so the border can all be the way it wants to be. In the future, what would happen is if I needed to switch to something without the banner or my dumb face, I could switch to something like this. And you can still see the chat. So also, let me introduce you to if our cat does something stupid and I have to immediately be contacted. Right, it can go to a screen like that. So that way, pretty much the idea really is that uh, if there's something that happens, I can step away. There's fun placeholder music. Anyway, that's the gist of it. So with all this out of the way, let's go back to the main game, and we'll just get started. The story is a work of fiction. Obviously, I hope that none of this is based in reality. I always like the legal disclaimer that they have to put for these things. So the only part I remember when I was playing through this the first time is that carnival circus themes are not my thing. So I may have signed up for a wild ride. Obviously, the calliope, creepy music is not my taste. But obviously, it does fit the kind of, if you're going for unsettling, can't go wrong with circus. This also has a very Silent Hill. What's the other game? Not Silent Hill. There is another game that I'm trying. The David Cage games, where you're trying to solve the little boy's murder. God, that kind of vibe. So obviously, up to what I can remember, I do remember this part. This is the first victim. So you can see the virtual parameters of the police crime scene. And there's our main character. And there's our symbol. Yeah. I know that there's a lot of AI puns, just a metric ton of them. So I'm very ready for all that. So it is day one, Friday. So the SIG-I is the thing that in the description I was a little curious about. So we're in Bloom Park. So this is Friday. All right. So we've got also. I'm gonna assume the upside down impaled horses were just not originally part of the carousel. That was done by the killer. Creepy, unsettling stuff from the beginning. So, during the investigation. So, during investigations, the main character, Date, inspects scenes and collects testimony, progress by examining objects and talking to people. Also, the little eyeball with the little arrow is horrifying. I always forget about him every time, and every time I see him, I'm just like, ooh. Date's position is fixed. You can move the cursor and your view. Try looking around and moving your cursor to find something that catches your and inspect it. No, just it's gonna be a lot of those puns, folks. Okay, so here's how it works. So I cannot, like, Date's camera, like I said, is fixed, right? So all I can do, it's terrible. All I can do is move around. So this is in the vein, it's a visual novel game. it's in the vein of point and click adventures. So if I want to talk to this inspector, if I want to talk to this policeman, boss has no name. I really hope her name isn't actually boss. It cannot just be boss. It's not going to be boss, is it? Here, let's investigate. Let's hit the A button and investigate boss. Okay, so choices and look. When you speak to a person, you'll be presented with choices such as the one we just clicked, which is look. Use the choices to select the topic of conversation. So this is going to be the directional radial menu. Will give you things to say. They are your dialogue. Essentially, instead of the dialogue wheel, you have the dialogue arrows. So look will allow you to observe the person you are speaking to. So here we go. So here is boss. So these are the questions I can ask if I want to ask boss any suspects. What am I doing here? I like this. So what am I doing here? Like, it's my job. Like, I just wandered into a crime scene and they just let me in. What am I doing here? The rain is awful. The rain is awful, huh? It's just the dad joke. It's not the scorcher, huh? It's not the heat that gets you. It's the humidity. So who found the body? Okay. So if I, for example, so B is your, on this Xbox controller I'm using, B is the back button. I can also look here. I can also look here. So this guy has some more options. Oh, the panda ride. The panda ride looks lonely. Aw, I feel you, panda ride. Oh, skewered horse.
The horse from the merry-go-round.
The horse from the merry-go-round. So here is Date. You will obviously notice his miscolored eye. The eye puns. The horse from the merry-go-round.
It looks like it's skewered.
It is skewered. It's because it's a skewered horse from the merry-go-round.
This is not a message from the criminal.
Cool, Iba. Oh my god, what is that? Why does it look like that? I have forgotten anything about this thing. Iba must be the non-waifu form of the internal AI robot. Oh god, my memory of this is so flawed. All right, this is not a message from the criminal.
The park was already in this state before.
So it answers that question. Why was the park like this before? Who did this? Do hooligans just impale horses just for no reason?
My best hypothesis is that this is the
It's a teenage prank. Oh, you know, teenagers just going around and impaling carousel horses. Okay, wow, I did not expect that. All right, it was actually a teenage prank the whole time. See, look, we're all learning things. There's your bench. It's a bench. I'm gonna crack this case wide open. It's a bench. Okay, it's another bench. There's the control room. There's the barrier. Is this the control room? The place where the operator sits to turn the ride on and off. Took a look inside, but I didn't see anything that might be a clue. It's been 8 years since Bloom Park closed. The weather's gotten pretty bad. A column. This is the main column holding up the roof. Ah, okay. Again, I'm going to crack this case wide open. There's the barrier. You can look at the parasol. Parasol getting pelted by rain. One more question. Oh, poor horse. Okay, so let's go back to what we should be doing this whole time, which is actually talking to our boss. So, I think that even though it's silly, we want to get the lay of the land for who the character is, because I don't remember. Good luck. I actually do need to know what I'm doing here, so let's start there.
Are you serious?
I just got here. Of course I'm serious. I don't know why I'm here. It's just like the 3 dots. Like, you tell me, Chief.
You're Special Agent Kaname Date.
Cool, that's me, Kaname Date.
You're a member of Abyss, and that means you answer to me.
Abyss. If you stare into the abyss. Oh god, this is great. This is just genuinely fantastic.
I called you here to inspect the scene, Date.
Cool, boss.
Sure, boss.
Wait, they just call her boss?
Usually part of the job.
Like capital B? Also, if I'm a detective, isn't that literally investigating dead bodies is literally part of my job?
Usually, no. But tonight it is. Because you know this woman, don't you, Date?
Oh,
I had to tell you. You deserve to know.
okay. So that answer has cleared the queue. So let's look. The rain is awful, huh? All right. So let's go with who found the body.
Metro got a call about 2 hours ago. Someone heard screaming coming from the park. Beat cop responded, checked out the scene.
And found the corpse.
Yeah. Thing is, the caller was anonymous. I'll give you the details later.
You give them to me now. All right. So after finishing discussing a topic with someone, they might have new things to talk about. When talking to people, choose topics that interest you. You might obtain important information or clues. Okay, so this is going to be kind of important, potentially. I will not say that my memory is bad, but I will say that if there are things that are going to start getting into testimony, what someone did or didn't say, I do think that needing the log may probably actually be pretty important. So if I click on the log, okay, here we go. All right, that's great. Okay. So, what can you tell me about the victims or victim? I'm sure it will eventually be victims.
Nadami Shoko. You knew her, right? What was the relationship like? I heard you two have been close for years.
I wouldn't say that. We were just acquaintances.
Yikes. That's cold-blooded. Okay, any suspects?
Not yet. We just found the victim. Too early to say anything for sure. But this could be a copycat killer at work.
Okay, so this probably then ties maybe to another case that Date has done. If they're talking about copycats, that means that obviously this is a imitation murder of somebody else, so it may be a case that Date has already solved, which means there may be case records to look into. Maybe?
From the case 6 years ago.
6 years.
Case 6 years ago?
How could he... If this... Look, I know some games have to do this, but whenever character A says, subject A, something that's implied that you would know about, and then they go, subject A, and then they have to explain it because I, the player, know nothing about what subject A is, right? In this case, it's the case 6 years ago. For whatever reason, she didn't elaborate. Yeah, I wouldn't either. It's implied that I know what's going on. Why the question mark? Okay, 6 years ago. Metal Gear. The rain is awful.
For this time of year.
Oh, okay. So there's a reason to mention it.
It'll be hard to find any usable prints.
Okay. Ooh, the fence. It's a fence set up above the merry-go-round. Probably to prevent nosy kids from getting caught in the machinery. Or maybe to keep nosy kids from tearing down the horses and impaling them upside down. Standard fences. Okay. Oh, that one's just a local cop. Alright, let's see how the investigation's coming.
Not too good, unfortunately. We're not finding much.
Well, yeah, he's standing around keeping kids out. Now, how come I can ask this guy his name, but I can't ask this guy his name? All right, let's ask what his name is.
Wow, I never thought a great detective like you would ask me my name.
It's me, Great Detective. Yeah, man, this is like the highlight of this guy's whole life. Oh, man, he's talking to me.
It's Kagami, sir.
All right, Kagami, you're probably the killer, but whatever. I don't like that he has a name. I don't like that. That's not good. I bet he's the killer right here. He's got a mask over his face, so I can't tell what his model is if something else happens. I don't like this. I don't like Kagami. So that one didn't take away the radial option like it did with Boss. It stays up.
It's Kagami.
Yeah, I already forgot. That's why I'm asking you again. Okay. Oh, he actually just... Okay, you can keep saying it. Okay. Anything to go on?
Not yet, sir.
Okay. Oh, hey, man. Thanks for coming out. I'm going to start handing out coffee to them.
It's my duty, sir. Thank you.
So it says he's actually an inspector. Okay, so he's an inspector. He's a police. Okay, so that's why I would care to know his name. He's an actual, like, a real detective. Maybe unlike me. Okay, so we can look at the barrier. Oh, the barrier for the crime scene. In the old days, they used tape. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Now we've got cheap hologram technology. Okay. But we still use tape. Okay. I want to know what happens if you look at the pole. It's a metal pole. Again, I'm going to crack this case. All right, so the body's mounted on one of the horses. I should get a better look.
Sorry, sir. Could you please not get any closer?
But the crime scene.
We haven't taken any footprints yet.
Ugh, do your job.
I appreciate your understanding.
I also forgot his name. Kagami? Do your job, Kagami.
Allow me to assist you.
Oh, thank you, Aiba. Oh, that's Aiba. Creepy little thingamajig. Her official designation is, I bet it's supposed to be a eyeball, but it's eyeball. Ah, that's bad. All right. Okay, cool. All right, she's an artificial intelligence built into my fake eye. An eye for an eye. I'm going to make a little running counter for how many of these eye jokes there are. I think we're up to like 4.
You want me to use the zoom, right?
Correct. That will allow you to investigate without physically disturbing the scene.
Oh, how convenient. All right. Aiba's vision modes. While playing through the story, Aiba's special vision modes will help you obtain new information. All right, so now I can use the zoom mode to enlarge the target, select zoom, and examine the corpse. All right, so we can take a look at our different control options. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this seems like it's going to be cycling the vision. Aiba's vision modes are left trigger stick, or sorry, right trigger stick. Okay, left or right. Okay. Ah. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this will keep the point and click method without okay, cool. Gotcha. So obviously the first thing we're going to look at is the left eye.
The left eye socket is vacant. Victim has had her left eyeball removed.
Her left eye.
The most likely scenario is that the killer or killers removed it.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
I mean,
A crow or some other animal could have pulled it off the corpse.
probably not though, buddy. Like,
Impossible.
impossible.
The amount of blood indicates that the victim's eye was removed before her death.
They carved it out while she was still alive?
Correct.
All right, so we've got the right eye.
Pupil dilation and corneal turbidity indicate the victim is dead.
Thank you for that. It's obviously dead.
I am detecting signs of increased stress in your body. Cortisol and ACTH concentration is rising.
Handy.
Don't bug me with jargon right now. Right?
It's English, huh?
I'm just upset.
Multiple puncture wounds to the front of the torso. Cause of death? Blood loss from these wounds. Body temperature and rigor mortis indicate the time of death was approximately 6 hours ago. That would place the crime occurring around 5 p.m.
The victim was probably stabbed with something pointed and smooth, like an ice pick.
That's extremely specific.
What was that?
Analyzing the source of the sound. Sonic analysis indicates the sound originated from inside the merry-go-round's central column.
It's inside the merry-go-round.
Inside the column?
Yeah, that column we looked at earlier. They called me foolish for looking at it. The noise came from inside.
Date, use me to see through the column.
Wait, she has X-ray vision?
Utilize the X-ray.
And it literally has X-ray mode. Okay. That's handy. Oh. Okay. Small child.
Oh no.
It appears as though someone is inside.
Threw down my umbrella and ran to the pillar.
Hey, wait!
I don't like him. I just don't like it. I don't know. I just don't like it.
Shut up!
Yeah, shut up. I pushed him aside and ran on the platform.
Hey, I know you're in there. If you can hear me, say something. It won't budge.
It may be locked from the inside.
Damn it. Hey, whoever's in
Oh.
there, stay back.
Okay. Interesting gun.
Izuki.
Literally an ice pick. Who would have guessed? It's got that anime protagonist hair. Definitely not the killer. Okay. And now we are coming up on the last thing that I even remotely remember about when I did play this game for like 15 minutes a long time ago. It's the artificial like house or room, and you want there are doors that are locked. That's all I remember.
What is this place?
Yeah, what is this place?
This is your dream.
I'm me.
You would be you in your dream.
Correct. You are Date.
He is Date. Date is me, and I'm Date.
You are?
This Hatsune Miku Vocaloid AI crime solver.
Where do I even start with this?
What? Okay. What is happening? Why is she doing that?
I can answer all of your queries.
Cool. Can you start with why you're doing that?
All right then. Who are you?
Okay. Oh, wow. All right.
I'm me, of course.
I know that voice. Aiba?
Indeed.
I mean, the character model is genuinely very interesting. I like the red hair, like glowing neon bits, but the starting off doing the weird calisthenics is just bizarre. But it gets your attention.
Why do you look like a fluorescent shrimp?
Fluorescent shrimp.
What are you talking about? I must look so cute that you've lost your mind. Under normal circumstances, I would lecture you about your awful taste, but
Okay.
What are you doing in my dream?
You called me.
Now, if you want to talk anime protagonist hair, that is some anime protagonist hair.
My consciousness and your own are linked. This is why I appear in your dreams. Consider me an
This has
alternate
never
reality.
happened before. How long has he had this eye? This is one of the things that, again, where I'm discovering this along with whoever is watching or listening to this. I don't know what's happening. It's a mystery. Ooh. Because how long has he had the eye? This has never happened before. It's just happening now.
But I shouldn't waste time explaining further.
No, you
You'll have
could.
forgotten this by the time you wake up.
What?
I will discuss this with you soon, when you're awake.
What? All right. I'm trying to sort out my situation, but my brain isn't cooperating. Well, your brain's been hijacked by a Vocaloid that wants to help you solve mysteries. I can't remember.
Putting that aside, do you recognize this room?
Well, apparently I don't even know anything, so probably not.
No, not at all.
I suppose that's fine. Let us begin.
Begin what?
She gotta generate some clothes.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Oh, she's gonna use her powers. Okay. I mean, I guess she's wearing clothes, technically.
Got it.
Got what?
I have completed a scan of your somnium, your dream
Your
world.
somnium is your dream world.
My simulations have encountered several mental locks.
Okay, yeah, this is the locks.
Mental locks.
Ah, the anime, the protagonist repeating the phrase that someone just said. I get it. You're gonna tell me what a mental lock is. I'm sure it's a mental lock. Just exactly what it sounds like.
Have you already forgotten?
Yes, we've established this.
Even your critical thinking abilities have dulled.
Hey, whoa. I don't need to be talked down to by a PS3 Vocaloid.
Huh?
In short, Somnium is a world built from the deepest recesses of your consciousness.
Okay.
This world is divided into several layers. Each layer stands upon a foundation, a base component. Think of these foundations as mental blocks, or simply locks for convenience. Mental locks must be
Blocks,
broken before
locks,
we can
ah?
proceed deeper into consciousness. The truth is always hidden within the deepest layers.
Well, sure.
Therefore, we must...
Remove the mental locks?
We gotta go deeper, Date.
Correct.
So I just need to turn on all the lights and open the door? Shouldn't be too hard.
Don't be so sure. Appearances in this world can be deceiving.
Said the Vocaloid.
Let's start with the door. Please direct me to the door and give me instructions.
Alright, so I'm going to walk up to the cover art for Silent Hill 4 The Room.
I see. So I can do whatever I want with you in this world.
Well, I suppose that is true, but...
All right, let's do this.
Alright, so. Sink it in the brain. The AI in brain. Boo! Okay, so wake Date up. Date's dream world. In this stage, the strange and surreal dream. Trust the light to wake up Date. Okay. All right. So in Somnium. Oh, these puns. You explore a dream to discover the subject's hidden memories, aka apparently mine. All right, will allow you to travel deeper into the dream. Unlocking all of them will reveal important information. So, a guide to unlocking the mental locks is displayed in the upper left corner. All right, first move Iba closer to the door and investigate. Okay, so this is where they've clearly divided it into two different kinds of games, because as we notice, she can move freely around. I'm able to rotate the view. unlike with the cases or the real world. So the Somnium world is actually mobile. You can do things in it, like walk around. But it seems like the other one you can't. I want to know more about the skeleton. What's up, Bonesy? How you doing? It's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity. Am I right? Ah! Okay. So we're going to go up to the door. If we're looking for the turn on the light, though, let's just make sure. Just to make sure if there is anything else to interact with. It doesn't seem like there is. Clearly, the glowing purple light will give me a good indicator of where to go. I'm sure the intention is not for this game to be a mystery, because it's a visual novel. They probably want you to be able to get through each piece, like, as you play.
A door locked with a padlock.
That is a lock, all right. All right, when investigating things, you can choose from a number of options to give Iba instructions. So for now, we're going to have Iba investigate the door. Why is it in quotes? Okay. Okay, so that's the only one we could pick. It appears all I have to do is open the door. Well, gee, locks are in the way, Iba. Well, you have no hand, so...
That is to be expected. Dreams are not bound by logic.
Okay, but the logic is you literally have a see-through skeleton light hand.
This is Date's Somnium, a reality built by dreams.
My Somnium?
No, you're in Somnium.
I see. Your mental faculties must be hazy because your
She
body
should just
is
call him
sleeping.
stupid because he's asleep.
I suppose I will have to explain.
I'd rather you not disturb my precious sleep.
Shut up and listen.
Yeah, shut up.
Date, look at that. The places where the light touches have become colored. Perhaps those parts are now tangible.
So basically now you're going to be experiencing, oh my gosh, what was that movie? Oh, where the kids enter the black and white world, and when people start changing, they turn into color. Pleasantville, yeah!
Every human mind is unique. Every human dream has its own set of rules.
I see.
If you understand these rules, the dream world itself becomes malleable.
Is that how it works, Iba?
Who was that?
I don't know.
You must know. This is your dream.
We have established he knows nothing.
Your memories.
He is stupid. Just like me.
I don't know what to tell
He's
you.
just like
No
me
idea
for
what
real.
it is.
You may remember upon reflection.
No, not really. I will not.
I need to give you commands that will unlock the mental locks, right?
Indeed. But it is difficult to predict exactly how an object will behave in Somnium. Think outside the box. Trying different actions will help solve the problem.
Now, what should I have you do?
Don't forget that I have a veto.
All right, in the Somnium world, you're able to investigate objects that have a floating name. Okay. Okay, there we. Okay, so that's how it's gonna work. Okay, gotcha. So we've already looked at the door. We can now look at the Winter Iris and the switch. Let's look at the Winter Iris.
A winter iris.
What?
Do you not recognize it? This is an iris that blooms in winter.
A flower with a woman's name.
I wonder if there's someone named Iris that you know. So we can grab it. We can smell it. Let's smell it. Do you even have receptors for this?
Hey, I didn't know you could smell.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm pantomiming.
Okay.
Isn't it easier to visualize this way?
In a visual novel.
Sure. Whatever. Not enough.
Pardon?
Harder. You gotta smell it harder.
Do it. Smell harder.
Okay.
The big sniff. What? Japan, what are you doing?
Amazing suction. Bravo. Marvelous.
What are you experiencing so regularly to cause this to happen in your dreams?
Who hasn't snorted a winter iris into their brain? All right, this is it. That's the dumbest. That's the yeah, he's king of the dumb.
You were able to touch it.
Correct.
If that's what you call it. And now it's gone.
So I just need to keep this up.
Something like that.
But nothing happened. Where'd the... You can check your progress on the left side of the screen. Your actions just now advance your progress. How? Reach the end to clear the Somnium. You can view the controls in the menu. So there is a map option. Okay, so if you're lost or want to save time, try checking the map. Interesting. Okay.
A switch. The thorns are gone.
Why? Why are they gone? I would like an answer to that question. That is actually the more pressing question. It's how did sniffing the plant into her brain, like comically with the womp womp fall down animation, like how did that? Okay, whatever. We're all just figuring this out as we go. Let's turn the switch on.
Now I can activate the switch.
Why? How? Someone explain. There was a girl. So we've seen a few
Isn't this
people.
rewarding, Date? Another place you can touch.
I would rather be sleeping.
You are sleeping. All right, so at least we got through that. Ah, the skeleton likes wine. So number 1 unlocked. All right, you unlocked. Turn on the light mental lock. There's another mental lock and then Somnium. All right, so the next one is obviously like we saw earlier. We're trying to open the door. You can always check tutorial by going to menu, file, appendix. So if we go to menu. All right, the menu contains a number of functions such as file, which I believe that will give us the tutorials, flowcharts, options, and guide. I think when I looked at the flowchart, it was so you could see all the different options. Like, I'm going to go left instead of right, or I'm going to go right instead of left. And I think it'll show you the different... I think you can replay from those parts, I think, is what happens. So this game will auto-save, but you can also save manually just by clicking save. If you'd like to end the game, you can return to the title screen with top menu and top right of the screen. Okay. So we've got file, so the case notes. We've got the flow chart, so we have the time chart, a story time chart, jump to another part of the story using the flow chart. Okay. Got your standard options. We got save and we have guide. So let's go to file. So file allows you to read information about people you've spoken to or terms you've heard. This is updated as the story advances. Okay. So let's see what we have under persons. So we have Date, we have Aiba, we have Mizuki, we have Shoko, we have Boss. It's just Boss. Okay, so there seems to be nobody else. So let's just go with Date. All right. Kaname Date, male, age 30, birthday August 3rd. I'm sure somehow that is a pun. Profession, police officer of Advanced Brain Investigation Squad, ABIS, Metropolitan Police Department. Likes classic cars, Curry, Bonito, pelvises, and Ricky. Dislikes soft-boiled eggs, punk kids, ghosts. Hobbies, collects vintage magazines. Skills, reaction time increases 3.6 times faster under certain conditions. All right, so overview. As a sciencer, what? As a sciencer, Date uses the sync, I think they mean like psych. No, sciencer Date uses the sync machine to dive into the minds of suspects of persons of interest. He lost his eye 6 years ago, probably the case that he should have remembered when they said 6 years ago, but replaced it with a prosthetic eye which houses an advanced artificial intelligence known as Eyeball. Oh, he also lost all his memories past 6 years ago. Well, that's convenient. Okay, so we can move on. So then there's Iba. So the sex is female according to the settings. Age is 5, so only 5. November 9th is the birthday. Why does an AI robot have a birthday? So, profession, investigation assistant. Likes insects, spiders, crustaceans. Pi. I bet that's the number assigned for pi. No, that's not pi. That's some kind of binary pun. I actually maybe want to look that up. Dislikes, dirty jokes, going outside the simulation. What? How can... Okay. Hobbies. Sneaks outside of Date's eye socket while he's sleeping and makes mischief. What? Like it can move? Like, she can crawl out of my eye and move around? Skills. Hacking. Fluoroscopy. Voice. And she is a Vocaloid. 3D modeling. Yeah, it's a Vocaloid. Eyeball is a Vocaloid. Hatsune Miku Eyeball. Iva is an autonomous artificial intelligence. She usually takes shape of an eyeball and resides in Date's left eye socket. She assists Date by gathering information, connecting to networks and databases, and using her X-ray and thermographic functions. Okay. So here is Mizuki. So this was the girl inside the column. So I don't think that if they're giving you the file now, it's probably not a spoiler, even though we haven't seen her awake. So Mizuki Okira. Female, age 12, birthday July 6th. So she is a profession 6th grader. That is a profession. Dislikes tonkatsu ramen, stew, unagi, metal pipes, irises. Okay. So there's some connection between her, or this irises plant, and her. Dislikes raw seafood. How Date holds chopsticks. I guess we're friendly. Hobbies. Breeding Silone. Clione. Collecting Adora Rabbit merch. Skills. Studies martial arts and enjoys emotionally attacking Date. Okay. Overview. Mizuki is Renju Okara and Shoko Nadami's daughter. Although she's not related to Date, he became her de facto guardian 4 years ago. The two have lived under one roof ever since. Okay. So there's a bit of a timeline here between lost memories, got Iba, knows the girl, knows Mizuki. Okay. So this is Shoko. So this will actually give us some information about how they know each other, which also that outfit is wild. So Shoko Nadami, female, 36, deceased, January 4th. Profession, investment company representative / director. Likes to be envied and praised. Dislikes someone who hurt her in her past. Hobbies, winery tours. Scandinavian furniture collection. Pilates. Skills, lying and cheating? I mean, sure, with investment companies, I guess. Maybe, what? Overview. Shoko is the ex-wife of Renju Okura and Mizuki's mother. On a Friday night in November, she was found in the merry-go-round defunct amusement park known as Bloom Park. Her left eye socket was hollowed. Okay, so this is her mom. Boss. Her designation is boss. Ugh. Sex, female, age 42, birthday December 21st. Profession, commander of Abyss. That's so dumb. Special investigation team of the Metropolitan Police Department. Likes wine, gourd dolls, anything black. Dislikes happy families, ex-boyfriends, MPD's director, decluttering and organizing. Hobbies, going to clubs in Kabukicho. Skills, grasping people's weaknesses, applying pressure, making them obey. Overview. Boss is Date's direct superior and longtime friend. She appears to be an easygoing optimist with a carefree attitude, but she is as cunning as a fox with a quick wit. Again, why is her name Boss, though? Like, It's wild. Okay, so this seems to be the end of what we can see here. So we've actually learned a little bit more about some information. Let's look in the appendix. All right, so Abyss, ACTH, some information about X-ray mode. Let's look up what we can find out about Abyss. Advanced Brain Investigation Squad, a special classified division of the Metropolitan Police Department, tasked with conducting criminal investigations by understanding and penetrating the human mind. They are stationed 6 floors beneath the MPD headquarters, 6 layers of the Abyss. Few know of their existence, even amongst the police, but they've got that cool logo. How would anyone not know them? Why'd they make a cool logo? All right, ACTH, or adrenocorticopic hormone. Stress stimulates the adrenal cortex and secretes this hormone to heighten senses and increase defense functions. This is secreted on a daily basis by the author. Author? Okay. Okay. So we have X-ray mode. A feature of IBA similar to fluoroscopy. Earth is constantly inundated by cosmic rays from space. Cosmic rays contain X-rays, and Iba is able to detect these X-rays that have passed through objects and see them. Because she works along the same logic as an X-ray machine, you unfortunately cannot... Jesus. Okay. Corneal turbidity. State in which the cornea of the eyes turns white and cloudy, a common indicator of death. Time of death can be estimated by the condition of the turbidity. Trunk, another word for the torso of the human body. Cortisol, hormone secreted from the adrenal cortex, triggered by stress, increases heart rate, body temperature, blood pressure, blood glucose, activates the body's defense mechanisms. It's another hormone my brain secretes constantly. Okay, so this is like his brain. Okay, so author is him. Okay, I didn't know if this was a pun, like the light novel, the light novel's author was like making a pun. Okay, puncture wound is a kind of stab wound. Jurisdiction. How many of these words are there? Pupil dilation. Pupil of the eye will dilate upon death. Puncturing instrument. Ice picks and trowels fall under this category. Okay. So these are getting into the tips. Okay. Okay, so these are things that the tutorial has kind of explained already. So we have looked at everything we can here. And let's look at the album. Nothing in the album so far. So let's look at the flowchart. All right, you can check the story's progress and branching points with flowchart. This will be filled out as the story advances. By selecting a chapter and investigation progress, you can jump to any point in the story. You are here. Okay, so they've got the little chapter designators kind of broken apart. So if we click here, so if we go to, okay, so these are, okay, these are just the actual menu options. So we begin the investigation, we're opening an investigation. We have the case file. So this is the case file that we have so far. Cold, rainy Friday night, November. The body of a woman was discovered at the merry-go-round at an abandoned amusement park known as Bloom Park. Corpse was found and displayed on one of the horses. Date and Iva. Okay, so this just is going to give you a summation of what happened in that scene particularly. Okay, so so this will let you, okay, this must be how you can replay things. So we don't want to do that. So if we, okay, so begin investigation again seems like it is replay the chapter. Reopen investigation must let us actually look at, okay, we can go to the actual minute by minute breakdown in the scene. So if we wanted to repeat something, say during the hospital, this seems like this is how we do that. Okay. Okay, so this is our current ongoing case. So we have begin, sync, case file. Okay. So the subject, location, the apartment. So this is where we still are. We're still inside of Date's brain. What I'm curious about is if they can... Oh, here we go. I was going to say, if we can... Well... Okay, so this is allowing us to zoom in. Okay. So let's move out of here, since we've looked at that. Options seem to be options. Save, so we are going to save, since I think we've reached a pretty good... So, this actually tells us the last time that I played this was 2020. So we are actually going to overwrite this file. So last time, I played for 31 minutes, 51 seconds. Okay, so this time it's been about 49 minutes. Okay. So, I think, let's see if we can get out of this brain sync stuff. And then I think we'll reach a good spot for today. So let's interact with a few more things here real quick. Let's interact with the wine.
A glass of wine.
Let's smell it. She's got to do the cool, like the hand thing. Pantomiming is going well.
The nose is fresh yet rich.
The nose.
I detect smooth tannins and stone fruits.
Where did you learn that from?
Why would you have something like this in your dream?
1972. I wonder if bonsai wine. Yeah, it's got the logo of the company on it.
Even a guy like me enjoys good drinks and better company.
But these social engagements never seem to turn out well for you.
What's that mean?
Stop. Don't remind me.
You could remind me. I know nothing of what's going on. Okay. So we
A glass of
have...
wine.
Okay. So we've smelled it. We can investigate it.
A luxurious red wine, popular on the market today. However, this appears to be a much brighter red than a typical bottle.
Maybe it's a full-bodied red from Livonia.
I wonder if that trivia will ever prove useful.
Better to be prepared.
Okay, so let's keep looking at it.
A glass of wine.
Have a sip. Drink the wine, the skeleton
Leave it to
said.
me.
Last unicorn reference. He's gonna pantomime drinking it.
Hey!
I feel kinda good.
Why isn't AI getting drunk?
Why do I have to listen to Date diss me all the time?
Wah!
Oh, she's annoying when she's drunk. Someone else can come take her.
Okay. Interesting. Hey, skeleton!
A skeleton? It appears to be bleeding from the left eye.
You can talk to the skeleton?
To the skeleton?
You just want someone to talk to, huh?
True. Hello, my name is Iba. What is your name?
Bonesy. Come on, Bonesy.
How are you? I am currently 92% charged and feeling well.
AI Vocaloid topics.
Hey, don't ignore me.
Well, he's the skeleton, so.
Stupid bony.
Bony man.
Your mother is a stupid bony girl. Bony, bony, bony.
This is great. Stupid, but great.
Are you finished?
My disappointment is immeasurable.
My disappointment is immeasurable. It's just that. It's just that meme. The kid guy who say kid. He's a grown adult who tries the food. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Okay, let's genuinely see if we can do anything
A
else.
skeleton.
Okay, so nothing new. We looked at the wine. We looked at the skeleton. Let's look at the basket.
A basket. I cannot see inside it.
Wear the basket. Do it, coward. Put it on your head. Yay! This is the kind of high-profile gaming I was wanting to do. It's dark. I cannot see anything. That's because you were wearing a basket. You're a basket case.
I see a dumb AI and a skeleton.
Okay.
A basket.
Well, she put it on her head, so there must not have been anything in it.
A model of a UFO, a stuffed chupacabra, and a $1 bill.
Occult stuff, maybe?
Does the occult interest you, Date?
The truth is out there.
X-Files reference.
It is a trending topic. Anyone could have encountered items such as these.
True. Somebody's into the occult.
This is somewhat different than occult.
Wine, skeletons. Okay, so there's no more options with the basket. I mean, I do... The lamp is obviously the last thing, but I just want to... So I wonder why these stay illuminated or some of the others are
A
removed.
skeleton.
Investigate skeleton.
There are traces of blood around the left eye socket.
Even though it's just bone.
This skeleton is clinging to some small bit of life.
Well, no, because it's a skeleton.
I hope my bones die and stay dead. Like they should.
A skeleton.
A skeleton. Okay. So we've got that. So let's turn the lamp on.
A floor lamp shaped like a rose.
Kick. Lift up. Let's lift up the lamp.
It won't move.
It must mean I don't flinch. I hold my ground like a mountain.
I interpret it more as your irritating personality spreading like pollen in the wind.
But you're all right.
The tears won't stop. Must be allergies.
You're just sleepy. A lamp.
Okay.
It looks like a...
Let's I don't, let's kick it.
Huh?
Take that. Hiya.
You don't have to kick it so hard.
Give it everything you've got. That's my motto.
That's the Vocaloid way.
It didn't even budge.
I saw the skeleton's skull move slightly. Hey, Date, are we gonna get him too?
Kick it. Kick it. What are you, a thug? Kick the skeleton.
A skeleton.
Hit the skeleton.
Know this skeleton.
I harbored
I
no,
harbor no grudges.
grudge against you.
Hi-ya!
Oh,
What?
he knocked his block off.
Iba, look. The wall.
Now you done it. That was a load-bearing skeleton. I don't like that clown. Well, now you've literally done it. You've destroyed reality. Good job. It was literally a load-bearing skeleton. What a game.
Do you have an irrepressible urge for destruction you've been holding back all this time?
Even if I did, adults have to learn moderation, you know.
Well, that was
Who is he?
wild.
Are you sure you don't know?
I don't know. He looks like some old man.
You could describe him a little more generously.
All right. Boss is sleep talking. Hidden item. Insomnia. There's always one somewhere. No more. I can't eat any more. I'm stuffed. So why is boss's sleep talking triggering the... Oh, okay. Well. Welcome to the void. A gun.
A gun came out of the skull?
The Vocaloid is about to be armed. Pick up the gun. No, let's investigate.
Why is there a gun in
Why
this
is there a gun in
house?
this house? I think the more important question is, why was there a gun in the skeleton?
This house has a skeleton in it. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. I like how this game starts by being like, oh, murder mystery, solve the murder. And so far, I think most of the game time that I have played so far has been weird, just bizarre skeletons with guns in their heads, Vocaloid humor.
I hear it's common in the Kyushu area. In fact, it is said that they place hand grenades in the egg cartons in their refrigerators.
What?
Who did you hear that from?
No, Google AI. All right, let's look at this again. Let's pick up the gun.
It won't go off?
That should be fine.
Look at this hot magnum. I could ventilate
I could
some
ventilate
crooks
some
with
crooks.
Don't get excited.
this. Remind you of anyone?
No.
Ventilate some crooks? What a terrible joke. All right, let's look at the door. Well, no, there's still... The mental lock isn't open. She's... Careful, look out, she's got a gun! Oh. What is that?
What?
So this one didn't have an indicator on it. Oh, this must be like the hidden object. Ah. Day 1. Date B. I don't know what any of those things mean. So let's look in the menu. There's a new file. We're in album photos by finding hidden items or clearing a Somnium with more than 1 second remaining. Clear it. Oh, a time limit. Oh, I don't like that. You can view photos you've collected at any time. Collect them all. Like Pokemon. All right. Day 1. Date B. So we've got... These must... That is a cool gun. It's just... Evolver. Like Revolver. Evolver. Okay. What's this one called? Any other thing you can look at? No, nothing. Okay. Alright. Interesting. I still wanted to get through that door before stopping.
A door locked with a padlock.
Alright. Put gun in keyhole. Okay.
Do you think something this size would fit?
Might fit if you work it in a little. Try just the tip.
Ah,
I suppose.
this is a Freudian dream. To steal Mystery Science Theater reference.
I
From Here
see.
Comes the Circus.
The gun was the key.
That's the American attitude.
Well, well, well. It seems I was key in helping us escape.
Ugh.
Okay, that's it. This dream is over.
I suppose this dream is over then. Guess I'll wake up now.
Good. I'll open it.
Oh, okay. Previous murder. Obviously, the mystery deepens. Who's that man? What's happening? Oh, it's colorful. Open the door with the gun-shaped key. Okay, well, let's see if... I think this is going to be a good place. We're going to find a spot to save. I did believe it will auto-save, but... Happy birthday.
Good morning, Date.
Alright, so let's go to menu. Oh, the file updated. Let's check out our updated Iba. Not quite sure what updated. Don't notice anything particularly different, but that's fine. Let's look at the album again. Okay, so we've got... Oh, okay, it's like art and special features or whatever. She really likes wine. Okay. So we've got the art file. We've got whatever this is. Must be his post-injury state. All right, so let's go save. We're gonna save over this. All right, well, as a something to get started, if the point of this, I mean, most of the time, I think what I would probably like to try and stream is any kind of game that has some kind of a narrative. Obviously, a visual novel is going to be very high on narrative. So I think clearly the murder mystery angle is the further you solve your brain locks, which I think is going to account for the weird humor that they're trying to go for. I think that they probably, my guess is that this game, they know that it can't be a true like simulation. If you're going to have a bunch of eye puns, it probably is not a game that is going to be like super serious. Like this isn't going to be like like visual noveling Memories of Murder, or something. It's going to be a mix of, haha, this is weird and funny, but also the murder is out there. So I think that the pace, the toning, oh my god, the tone and pace will probably be the draw for this kind of thing. And so far it's fine. I actually wouldn't mind doing more of this. I think it's fine. But I think for now what we're going to do is we're going to quit. We did save. So at least we've gotten to look, for about an hour or so at this game. I think it seems fun. I would not mind jumping back into this a little bit. I think it's raised enough mystery to warrant, fiddling around with it again. So yeah, that's just been, this quick stream. There will be a video version of this on the YouTube channel. So in the Twitch account, there should be a link tree so you can find the YouTube channel just to find this. I don't know why I'm saying this. If you found it, you probably already found it. But otherwise, just in the future, I'm just getting into the habit of saying things if people, whoever, there's obviously, I don't think anyone joined this stream, but that's fine. This has still been recorded, so people can go back and see what happened. Obviously, with a visual novel, keeping track of the plot may be kind of important. So otherwise, all right, that's it. Have a good day. This has been fun.